Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is Joanne, and I'll be taking you guys through the slide. So today we are heading to Uganda, and we'll be flying at an altitude of 3,000 feet. And hey guys, welcome back.
አውሮፕላኑ ሙሉ በሙሉ እስኪቆም ድረስ ይጠብቁ።
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, which is the capital and headquarters of the Ethiopian Airlines. As we all know, Ethiopian Airlines is the biggest airline in Africa, no doubt. One of the biggest though. And I'm here at their headquarters, Addis Ababa, and I'm going to show you guys what it actually looks like here, give you guys all the fine details of this airline and what you need to know and what you need as information before taking on this flight. So if you have traveled across Africa or internationally, once in a while I think you have thought of taking Ethiopian Airlines, or you have actually taken this airline. So a lot of people in Cameroon, where I'm from, will prefer Ethiopian Airlines because they're very flexible when it comes to dates. You always have a date to travel. And we have two international airports, which is Yaoundé and Douala, and Ethiopian Airlines takes off from those airports, so it makes it very accessible. So this is my 4th or 5th time, I think, using Ethiopian Airlines, and I just thought this is the best time for me to give you guys my review. So now we have these little buses that takes you from the airport to the aircraft, and I just want to show you guys, I'm going to give you guys a tour of the plane's exterior, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of the plane's interior. So right now we're here and passengers are boarding. I have to board. I'm a content creator, so everybody's looking at me like, what's going on? Why are you taking videos, and why are you the last person to get on the plane? But I have to give you guys this content. So now let's get into the plane, and I want to show you guys how it looks like. I know a lot of people are wondering, I'm the last person to get on the aircraft, how come I have videos of the plane this empty? That's because I took this video first. When I came, I asked the air hostesses, I told them I'm a content creator and I would like to shoot a video while there's less people before I go outside. And they agreed. So that's why I have this beautiful view of the inside of this aircraft. It's amazing. It's quite clean. So now we're settled and we're waiting for the instructions, and we'll just listen to what the protocol does and says. Personally, I have a very great fear of flights, but I can never ignore the view when the plane finally takes off. And then we reach the altitude where the pilot says you can now, disconnect your seatbelt and you're free to move around the plane. I feel safe. That's the only moment in the craft that I really feel safe. And I'm like, okay, the guy's very confident. So now we're cruising at 4,000 feet. I really love when the pilot says we're cruising at 4,000 feet. Anyways, this is the view, and I'm going to show you guys what we're being offered in the plane. So from experience, I can tell you guys that every flight has its own menu, but usually they're going to have Fanta, Coca-Cola, Sprite, orange juice, apple juice, and they're going to have pineapple juice that they offer to the passengers. Sometimes you can have as much as you want. Sometimes they're not just in a good mood to give you as much as you want. But most of the times, the hostesses are very nice. They're very warm, and you can actually order as much as you want. To be honest, the service on the aircraft usually is okay, but I'm never used to eating this airplane food. It's true, the more you travel, the more you get used to it, and the more you want to try it, but it's just not something that you can say, I had something to eat. As you can see, there's a lot of turbulence, and my cup is shaky. This thing scares me. But I normally have chicken, and I'm going to show you guys the chicken that I had. It was very nice. And some rice. This is at least very normal. But the sauce is kind of sweet, which is not something that I'm very used to. I'm used to spicy, but it's edible at least. So I actually thought I was going to eat when I come here, but everywhere is closed and I'm starving. And I think I have another 2 hours to wait before I can eat anything. Oh gosh, Jesus. I'm gonna sleep right now, I'm telling you. I have another 3 hours to wait. God. So there's no way we can talk about Ethiopian Airlines without talking about this capital airport, Addis Ababa, which is one of the biggest airports around Africa. And when I got here, it was closed because we arrived pretty late. All the eateries were closed, and even the duty-free shops had nobody in there. But that's one thing that I discovered because Kenya airport, I think duty-free is open 24/7. But here, I think it's closed and you cannot eat anything. It's like empty. Even the coffee shops are closed. I thought I was going to eat something, but it's all empty. People just using the seats to sit and wait, but there's actually no activity going on. So it was a pity for me. I had to wait for a very long time. I think my transit was about 4 hours. So I had to wait for my next flight. And I was so hungry. So when I arrive, usually I see people sleeping in the airport, and I'm always like, what's going on? And this happens when people usually have a visa issue, or maybe they miss their transit flight, or probably the transit time is just way too long. Some people have like 9 hours of transit. So I joined them and I had to wait. I kind of took a nap there in the chair, but it wasn't for so long, and I was ready to fly. So my transit was over and the buses came to take us to my plane. And guys, there's so many aircraft, so many airplanes around here. And I was just looking like, oh my God, why can my country not have an airport like this? It doesn't make sense, my airport. Anyways, so we're soon arriving to the airplane. And as I take this content, a lot of people just staring at me like, why am I taking videos every step of the way? Like maybe this is my first time on the flight. But that's just what you do when you create content. People just stare at you like, what's going on with you? But I'm still going to take my content anyways. So now I'm on the bus that takes us from the airport to the aircraft. And this is how we leave the airport to the aircraft, because you cannot go by foot because this is a very huge airport. So once the bus drops us, we have to board the airplane, but you have a lot of time. You can take pictures, you can look around while the bus goes to take the other passengers and bring. And I took out this time to just take a few videos and show you guys around. It's quite amazing. It's very big. There's a lot of planes. So before I boarded the plane, I spotted the pilot having some coffee right before the flight. It looked really nice. I just had to capture this moment. It was like relaxing, just waiting for us to board, and he gets in the air. So I already boarded the plane and I have a window seat, and then I see this Cloud9 Platinum and Star Gold bus, and I thought usually the business class, which is Cloud9 for Ethiopian Airlines, they will usually board before the economy class, but I think this time around the economy class boarded before and then they came afterwards, because they always, make the Cloud9 people feel very special, and so they don't have to mingle with the rest. I don't know however it works, but we had to wait for the Cloud9 people to board. So Cloud9 is how they call the business class for the Ethiopian Airlines. So just before we left, there was a rapid cleaning going on. I don't know if somebody spilled something or what happened, but they were literally cleaning while we were in the plane. So everything is done and now we are clear for takeoff. As you can see, the plane is heading towards the runway and you're going to see it actually move. I don't know if you can see it from my window, but we're ready for takeoff, guys. You can actually see the plane turn. And this is takeoff from Addis Ababa, and so far I have been very satisfied. The air ticket was not very expensive. The transit was not very long. The reception at the level of the aircraft was very good. The hospitality of the air hostess is 100%. The food they serve is actually very edible, and they have a variety. Everything about Ethiopian Airlines, I think, is very comfortable, is very good, and I think that I would recommend it to everybody else who wants to try. One thing I didn't like was when I landed at Addis Ababa, the eateries were closed. I don't know for what reason. I thought they were going to be 24/7 working. But regardless, it's a very big airline with a very big headquarters and very satisfactory flight for me. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.